sometimes you find bits and pieces of the past that you would think would have been locked away, but have been unearthed. And the trials and tribulations that become of that,
You found all my secrets.
aka the age of social media.
Oof.
That's what happens here today on this week's episode of Jared and I Watch K-On! This is episode number, what did I say this was, 36?
I thought you
No,
said
37.
7.
37. We are discussing season 2, episode number 25, or the first OVA, technically.
Mm-hmm.
It's entitled Planning Discussion. And Azusa finds an old Light Music Club recruitment video from before she had joined. And she is very confused. Very confused. So they begin the episode with Azusa and Miss Yamanaka watching this video.
Mm-hmm. It's weird.
The video begins with Yui congratulating their news member.
Mm-hmm.
They enter the club room. The instruments are dressed up in the blazers. They're having tea and cake. And then Mio is dressed up in a nurse's outfit and gives the final word.
Yep.
And
Mio
then-
is suffering.
And then you just it cuts back to Azusa and she's like, "What the heck is this?" Mio freaks out because she finds the cookie container, the cookie tin that she hid it in, and it has been busted open. She's like, "Where is the video?"
She talks about how deep she hid it in the closet
Yeah.
and that she never wanted anybody to find it.
And then Azusa comes like, "Hey, I found this in a weird cookie tin that was hidden really far away. And what is this?" And she's like, "Ah." So they reminisce about doing the video. Mugi gets very excited about it. Like she wants to do another one. Miss Yamanaka she says she wants to come up with new ideas and make it even more revealing. And Mio's like, no.
Foot down.
Yui and the outtakes was still very new because she couldn't play.
Yep.
And then they discuss how Mio at the end, when they had finished it all, was like, "We can't ever show this to anyone." And then she sealed it in the cookie tin. Mugi decides, hey, we should make a new one because they'll need new members once they're gone, and Azusa is going to need some help recruiting, so they should make a new video. Miss Yamanaka is going to help them. She's going to lend them a camera, the same camera they used last time. And then she's like, "Let's start filming now," and throws some cat ears on Azusa, and Azusa's like, "Welcome to the Live Music Club." Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, "Wait, what is this?" They decide they want to make the video more serious and less goofy, and then decide to hold formal meetings to discuss the planning of this video, featuring the chairwoman Ritsu, who is taking over the discussions of how to do this video. Miss Yamanaka gets immediately shot down by saying they should do revealing costumes. He was like, "No."
Nope.
Following that, Miss Yamanaka decides to come up with the idea that they should parody a Hollywood trailer,
Yep.
which is really good.
Yep.
It's full on just what you would expect from a big blockbuster film. Is coming this fall, the girls are coming back to Japan.
Also, aren't Yui's bangs still short?
Yes, in this episode, Yui's bangs are still short. That's why we are watching this episode after the previous one.
Yep.
So that idea gets shot down, and they're just like, "How would we do that? We don't have the budget to do that. We don't have the money to do that." Miss Yamanaka runs off and tells them that she's going to make a revolutionary outfit that'll knock the socks off of anyone who sees it. So they get to discussing what to do after that, try and come up with more serious ideas. Mio decides, hey, what if we filmed it from the perspective of Tone-chan? They're like, okay, cool. How are we going to get Tone-chan represented? We need to voice them. I'm Tone-chan, yo. Word up, yo.
Word up, yo. They're like, we can't use your voice. And then,
They go to Nodoka and they're like,
yep.
she's like, I'm Tonchan. Word up, yo.
It's
Is
so
that what you wanted?
so funny.
Laura Bailey really just nailed it with just the most monotone take on that.
Yep.
So Ritsu decides instead they should do a fake talk show where an anonymous guest, quote unquote, gets interviewed about how their life has changed since joining the Light Music Club.
They won the lottery.
Yeah. It's just like it's Ritsu, but like her eyes are like censored out.
Yep.
She
got
won
into
the
the
lottery,
school of her
got taller, her skin's now silkier,
Yep.
and they do before and after photos.
Yep.
Oz is like, no, that's all fake. We can't do that. Yui decides, hey, what if we did the animal costumes again? And then Oz is like, no, people get weirded out when we wear those. They go into a new round of discussions, and they're having trouble coming up with ideas. Boogie decides to come up with her own idea, and is that the pitch is it's a mystery film, a murder mystery, where Oz gets murdered, and they have to figure out who done it by going to the Light Music Club. And Oz is like, why am I just a corpse? So Ozzy turns all those down, and then basically everyone's like, you've been turning down all the ideas. What are your ideas? And Ozzy's like, I'll come up with it tomorrow. So they have some tea and cake and everything, and then eventually Ozzy goes home. She talks to June and Ui about getting ideas on how to basically portray the Light Music Club, get people interested in joining, and it basically comes down to like everyone being like, the Light Music Club really doesn't do much, huh? So Ozzy's trying to figure out a way for them not to look lazy and everything, and how they come together when it matters most. So she comes up with this idea to basically make it kind of like going around and filming people, asking them what they think of the Light Music Club and all that, and then showing off footage from their live shows, and then just footage from when they're just like doing daily things. So like they get recorded, and it's like, you gotta act natural. We're doing, just ignore the camera. We're just doing our everyday thing. We're just studying. And then it just basically becomes Yui trying to like hug the camera. They're just studying, and Mio's like just studying, and Yui just looks over like, now Mio, you need to do this, and this. And every time you just like, she says something, she's like looking up at the camera, looking up at the camera, looking up at the camera, looking up at the camera. And they're like, and I think June's just like, she's doing this on purpose. And then they're going to eat a cake, and Yui just keeps messing up on purpose.
Yep.
And eating in just like the dumbest ways. It's real good. And they're all just like, you're doing this on purpose. We know what you're doing. Miss Yamanaka comes in with like this very revealing dress. It's like fishnet, and they're all immediately like, no. And then they put it on the frog.
Yep. Which is really funny.
So after that they basically film more stuff of their everyday activities, like film or feeding Tonchan and then all that stuff. And then they do the interviews, and then they film a final scene on the rooftop with their instruments, and they unveil a banner. They're like, come join us in the Light Music Club. We finished the episode by seeing basically kind of like the finished product of the video, where, you know, they go through all these different people who they found to interview and everything. Like Miss Yamanaka just puts herself over by being, I'm the club's advisor. Oh, I did so good. A bunch of people are just like, the Light Music Club, they're all right. Never heard of them. The volleyball club just plugs their own stuff.
Yep. That's what I was going to bring up, is the volleyball club plugs their own group. They're like, hey, volleyball club, volleyball, wee!
Ui, June, and Nodoka give kind of more serious interviews. There's a mysterious member who gives an interview. The occult club gives a nice interview where they say some nice things.
Yep.
And then it ends with them putting up the banner and everything, and then the final shot is Asuka with the cat ears.
Yep.
And then she's like, nope, we are putting this in the vault next to the other one. This will never see the light of day.
Which the banner is funny to me, because they left in, instead of editing out, they go 1, 2, and then say the phrase. And I'm like, oh, why wouldn't you edit that part out?
It gives them charm.
It does. They're very charming.
They are. But another video, another
Probably
one
going
that's gone
back
into
into the
vault.
cookie jar.
Yep. It'll see the light of day in 20 years when they put it out at like full price. It's like the Disney Vault.
Nice.
It's a big ripoff that makes no sense and is just capitalism at its finest.
Capitalism.
Anywho, that finishes up this OVA episode.
I was just grumbling about capitalism.
That's us.
Yep. Seems
so
legit.
Next time, we will head back into the main path of the episodes as we discuss Season 2, Episode number 22, entitled Entrance Exams.
Ba-da-bum.
Gotta get those entrance exams ready to go.
I'll say, man, I wonder what's possibly going to happen in this episode.
I mean, Yui will have bangs again, so that's good.
She does have bangs again, so I'm not sure like how long it's been, but I would assume at least a month because bangs take a hot second to grow back.
So yeah, we will talk about that next time. But if you'd like more from us, go to seasonallamycheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Season Anime Checkup and Season Anime Checkup OVA. And you can find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. And you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup. So next time, we will be discussing Season 2, Episode number 22, Entrance Exams.